ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। So today is the twice holy and auspicious day, Shankaracharya Jayanti and the Ramanujacharya Jayanti. Both the prominent acharyas of our Hindu religion, they are born on the same nakshatra, same day. The difference in the years, Sri Ramanujacharya lived for 120 years, that is from 1017 to 1137. Common era. So he was born to the Vedic Brahmana Keshava Dikshita, and his mother's name is Kantimati. So this Keshava Dikshita, his father, was Sarvakratu. Sarvakratu was the title given to the Vedic scholar because he is able to perform the Vedic rituals, all the types of Vedic rituals, yajnas, yagas. So we all know that in Sri Perumbudur he was born and he lived there. The Keshava Dikshita was anxious after his marriage. He was not getting how the birth we shall see. And he told his wife that we will go to the Parthasarathi temple and pray to the Lord. And he came here. They both, husband and wife, performed the rituals, performed austerities. And during that time, the Lord Vishnu came in a dream and told Keshava Dikshita, "O Sarvakratu, I am much pleased with your devotion and observance of dharma. Be not anxious, I myself shall be born as your son." So Vishnu avatar, as we say. People have become selfish to the core and unable to understand the purport of the Shastras. So this time I will incarnate as an Acharya to establish the Dharma. So Vishnu has told Keshava Dikshita that I myself will be born in another, according to this promise, the Lord was born to this couple. The different marks of Vishnu was there on his body, and he was named as Ramanuja. So Ramanuja is Lakshmana, the brother of Rama, one version. So Lakshmana, we know that he is the Adishesha, the serpent bed where Vishnu lies eternally, we say. So one more version says it is Balarama's brother, so Krishna. So Krishna himself was born as Ramanuja is another interpretation. So Rama's brother also, and Balarama means Balarama's brother is, Balarama also is known as Rama. So Ramanuja, Balarama's brother, like Krishna. So with all this, the couple became happy in Sri Perumbudur. He was playing, and mostly he was devoted to the devotees of the Lord. From the young age itself, the people who were going to Kanchipuram, to Varadaraja temple, they were going through Sri Perumbudur. So this young boy used to interact with them, talk to them, and trying to know about the different scriptures and different words of those scriptures, meaning of the scriptures. One of the Kanchipurana is a devotee, low caste devotee, who used to go daily to the Kanchipuram from the Undamalli. daily he used to go. So, and on the way he used to stay in Sri Perumbudur. He got conversant with the Ramanuja, and Ramanuja invited him to his house, and that went on. So whenever he used to go to his house, Ramanuja used to feed him and then massage his feet. That time he used to, Kanchipurna used to be bit telling that, "Arey, you are a Brahmin boy. I am a Kshudra, you should not massage like this, I will incur the sin." So Ramanuja's reply was, the Brahmin is not the person who is wearing the sacred thread. Brahmin is a person who is devoted to the God. If the person is wearing the sacred thread but he is not devoted to the God, but the person if he is devoted and not wearing the sacred thread, so the devotion is the supreme than everything else. So this was a very 1000 years back. Now we are in 2025. We are talking about 1017, 1000 maybe 27 or something. So 1000 years back, the austere people, very orthodox people, and that time this revolutionary ideas, revolutionary thoughts, how came to his mind. So that is how we understand that the acharyas, avataras, they come with the purpose to establish the dharma which is disturbed by the immorality of the people. Unethical ways in the Shankara Bhashya, Shankaracharya tells why the avatara has to come again and again. So he explains, as time goes, in course of time, the dharma gets diluted, the ethical sense of the people, of the masses gets diluted. They forget as if the ignorance makes them forget. The Maya deludes them and forget to act in the dharmic manner. So to establish the dharma again, the avatara has to come, acharyas have to come and again re-establish the dharma. That is the truth. So this way Sri Perumbudur, our Acharya Ramanuja is living. He got married at the age of 16. Then after 1 month his father passed away. He has learned all the Vedic rituals from his father. Then now for the higher studies, his mother advised him to let us go to the Kanchipuram. Kanchipuram, there was an Yadava Prakasha. Kanchipuram is a seat of learning, basically Vedanta. So there was an Advaitic scholar who was known for the Bheda Abheda Vedanta. This is little different than the Shankara's Advaita. So Yadava Prakasha was the expounder of this philosophy and he used to teach the students. Many students the scholars were there as a student of Yadava Prakasha. So our Ramanuja also joined as a student to Yadava Prakasha in the Kanchipuram. And in the meantime, definitely he must be in touch with the Kanchipurna, and with him he must be going to the Varadaraja temple also. Now here the differences with the Yadava Prakasha starts. Yadava Prakasha is completely Advaitic. He has no connection with the bhakti, no emotions. Emotions should not be there. That is what the Yadava Prakasha philosophy says. But Ramanuja is a bit emotional, devotional aspect is what he feels the required for the human being. So one of the Ramanuja is serving the Yadava Prakasha, and Yadava Prakasha is giving one example. The example is in the Chandogya Upanishad, Kapyasam Pundarikaksham, like that one word comes in the shloka. So while giving the Kapyasam Pundarikaksham. So Yadav Prakasha says, the eyes of the Lord are red. How red are the eyes of the Lord? It is like the buttocks of the monkey. So Ramanuja became very much displeased, started weeping. So tears are flowing from the Ramanuja's eyes. What is his explanation? My Guru, I have to listen this. Then he says, sir, this is wrong. What you are telling, this explanation is wrong. So Acha, you tell what is the explanation? Explanation is, Kapyasam means it is the sun. Sun rays are taking the water, and then the flower, the lotus flower gets blossomed. So like that lotus flower, blossomed lotus flower, my Lord's eyes are there. That is the explanation Ramanuja gives. Word by word he gives very beautifully. Then the Yadav Prakasha becomes very much this thing, annoyed that Shishya is teaching me. Like this in 2-3 interactions, Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma. There also these are the qualities. No, God itself is like that. So, but Ramanuja says these are the qualities. The Lord, the Brahman is Ananta Kalyana Gana Guna Sampanna. So, Lord is having the infinite qualities. Why do you say that it is without gunas? Why do you say that it is Nirguna Brahman? Lord is having infinite qualities. So like that Yadav Prakasha and the Ramanuja, there is some struggle is going on. Then Yadav Prakasha thinks and tells his other disciples, let us get rid of this Ramanuja. He will definitely change our philosophy and he will teach the bhakti to the people. So they plan that let us go to the pilgrimage. And they start from the Kanchipuram to the north. On the way there are some forests are there, and in between we will just kill him and we will say that he got killed with some wild animals. There is one Govinda who was the cousin of Ramanuja, also studying under the Yadav Prakasha. He comes to know of this plot and tells Ramanuja, you please go away, just get out from here. Then in the night, Ramanuja goes away. When he is going from the forest, tired, don't know the road, nothing is there. Then one couple comes to his rescue. And they say, I think you are very tired. We are also going to Rameshwaram. You come with us. We will go to Rameshwaram. Then he says, it is good. We got a company. So then he goes with them. Well, after some time, he finds that he is in the well and getting down the well on the steps. And the couple is this thing that they say, if you want to drink water, you go to the well, go inside and take water. When he comes out, he sees that the couple is not there and he has reached the Kanchipuram. He then understands that it is not Rameshwaram, but it is Kanchipuram where he has arrived, and it is just next to Vadaraja temple. Then he became very happy and goes to the house. So this way, then Yadav Prakasha understands that he didn't know what happened. He thought that somehow he got killed some way because he is not found. Then when they come back, then they saw Ramanuja is alive. And Ramanuja did not show anything that remorse. Again joined the school of Yadav Prakasha. And again the conversation goes on. At one point of time, Yadav Prakasha tells him, you please get out of my house you should not come to my class because your philosophy is different, you are not accepting my Veda philosophy. So Ramanujacharya comes out and then meets Kanchipurana. Then Kanchipurana helps him. He gives some service to the Varadaraja temple, just to give some water, holy water, as a service to the temple. Now in between, there is one Yamuna Acharya who lives in the Sri Rangam, the Acharya of the Vaishnavas. Yamuna Acharya, when he comes to the Kanchipuram Varadaraja temple, he sees the Ramanuja and gets very much impressed. Intuitively, he understands that he is my successor for the Vaishnavism. He will be propagating the Vaishnava religion more, Vaishnava Vedanta. So like that, it is in his mind, but he did not know. Ramanuja also did not know Yamunacharya. Then Yamunacharya comes back to Sri Rangam. Ramanuja is staying in the Kanchipuram. And then one day, Yamunacharya's disciple, Mahapurana, he came to Kanchipuram from Sri Rangam with the message of Yamunacharya that our Guru wants to see you. Now, actually, Yamunacharya was on the deathbed when he sends the Mahapurana. The 4-5 characters are very interesting and very important characters. This Kanchipurana, Mahapurana. So this Mahapurana, actually very senior disciple, but he comes and requests Ramanuja that our Guru is on the deathbed, he wants you to come and see him. By the time they come to Sri Rangam, he is already dead, Yamunacharya. They come to Trichy and see that he is already dead. So Ramanuja is very much disturbed. What is this? I could not see my Guru in life. But let me see his dead body. So he goes and sees the Yamunacharya. Then seeing Yamunacharya's dead body, he sees that the 3 fingers are folded like this. 3 fingers are closed. So Ramanuja intuitively understands that this is the work which our Guru Yamunacharya wants to get accomplished by me. So he takes the oath and promises the Guru. The first desire, definitely 3 desires are there of our Guru. So first desire may be that Nammalvar's Divya Prabandham, I will make it more popular. So it means the Vaishnava cult will be propagated by me more and more. Vast number of people will join the Vaishnava. That was the task. Then one finger got opened. Then the second, he takes the oath that I will write a commentary which you want that I should write a commentary on the Vedanta Sutra, that is Brahma Sutra of Badarayana, taking into consideration of earlier commentaries. That is Bodhayana Vritti. So understanding the Bodhayana Vritti, I will write the commentary. That is the second. So second finger gets opened. And the third, in memory of Parashara Muni and Vyasa Muni, I will create 2 Vaishnava devotees. That is the third. So third finger got opened, and that way he promises Yamunacharya. And then after the last rites are over, Ramanujacharya comes back to Kanchipuram. Things are the way it is, 1 year is over. And here Sri Rangam, they are not having the leader. So Yamunacharya again comes to Sri Kanchipuram and requests him. So initiates him into Vaishnavism. Mahapurana initiates Ramanuja into Vaishnava fold by impressing the seal with Vishnu's conch and discus, Shankha and Chakra on both his arms and imparting the Vaishnava mantra. So now Ramanuja learns the Divya Prabandham, Nalayara Divya Prabandham from Mahapurana. So Ramanuja's house only, Mahapurana and his wife, they are staying. So in between Ramanuja's wife, because she is very much disturbed, this Ramanuja is not taking interest in the household matter and not taking proper care of caste also, because she was very much orthodox. All non-Brahmin people he is promoting, so that way she is not happy. So she quarrels with the Ramanuja's wife, quarrels with the Mahapurana's wife. It's a small, trifling matter. Then they get very much insulted. So Mahapurana says that I think she does not want us to be here. Let us go back to Sri Rangam, and this Ramanuja is not there in the house. So Ramanuja, after he comes back to Kanchipuram, then he saw that Mahapurana is not there. Then she says, they have gone back, we don't know what happened. So like that. Then he comes to know that it is his wife who has done something, insulted, and with some reason he tells her that your father is calling you, your younger sister's marriage is there, so you help him, like that, and he sends her back to her father's home. She is also happy going to her father's home. So Kanchi Purana, now taking this stock of the things, Kanchi Purana, the low caste person, gave Ramanujacharya the sannyasa through the order of Varadaraja. The Lord Varadaraja orders Kanchi Purana that you have to initiate Ramanuja into sannyasa. And he does it. The name was given Yati Raja. So, the Lord Varadaraja himself is Guru of Ramanuja for sannyasa. That is there is Kuresha character. Kuresha is a person, very devoted person, very wealthy, well cultured. He and his wife both are very devoted to Ramanuja. And when he gets into sannyasa, the Kuresha comes and joins the Ramanuja. Not as a sannyasi, but as a servant or as a kind of sevak to him. All his duties he does it. Now here Yadav Prakasha also, after taking the sannyasa, the Ramanuja is well known in Kanchipuram now. And Yadav Prakasha becomes repentant. He goes to Ramanujacharya and prostrate before him, tells that I am really sorry, I have done wrong things with you. Please accept me as your disciple. So Ramanujacharya makes him the Jiyar of the Kanchipuram. Govinda Jiyar, he gives the name, and Yadava becomes the first Jiyar of the Kanchipuram Math. Now again Mahapurana comes, he comes to know that he has taken sannyasa. Again Mahapurana comes that we want a leader like you, please come to the Sri Rangam, and Lord Varadaraja orders him, gives the permission that you can go to the Sri Rangam. Sri Rangam requires you more. So after coming to Sri Rangam, Mahapurana sends Ramanuja to the Goshti Purana. Is a senior person, Goshti Purana, senior person in the Vaishnava cult. He knows all the rules and regulations of the Vaishnava sect. So Goshti Purana initiates him again into the Ashtakshari mantra, Om Namo Narayanaya. And he tells the Ramanuja that you should utter this name, serve the devotees, Only one condition is there. This mantra you should not tell anybody unless and until that person serves you for 1 year. But after getting this mantra, Ramanuja is so happy and thinks that this mantra can help everybody if they come to know. So he gets into the top of the temple nearby and asks people to gather, and he utters the mantra Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, and all the people they chant, they take the name Om Namo Narayana. This Goshti Purana comes to know this. Once he comes to, he becomes very much annoyed. What this you have done? You will definitely go to hell. I have already told you, warned you, that this mantra is very sacred and secret. You should not tell this to the person who is not capable, eligible. Eligibility must be there. Then he said, Sir, but you have told whoever hears this, eligibility you did not. Whoever hears this will go to the heaven or will get liberated. So I could not resist myself. If I am going to the hell, no problem, sir. But when hundreds of people, they get the heaven and liberation, that is why I have done this. Hearing these words of Ramanuja, Goshti Purana gets completely transforms. And then he said, he prostrated himself before the Ramanuja. You have such a big heart. You did not care about your own liberation. You did not care that you will go to the hell. And so he says that you are the real leader of Vaishnava. Goshti Purana says. Then after this, we see that Ramanuja takes the charge of Ranganatha temple. Sri Ranganatha temple is after Yamunacharya is gone, mishandling, mismanagement, and many departments, the rules were not followed, etc., etc. So he had to set right those things. While set righting those things, even the pujaris, even the archakas, they were trying to poison Ramanuja. So they were trying to plot to kill Ramanuja there also. But every time the Lord saved him, and because the work, the purpose of his coming was still not finished, not fulfilled. So the tradition of Vaishnava community, if we see, it goes back to some authors, they say it is 500 BC, some say 500 AD. So around definitely some 700 years before Ramanuja, this Alvars, and there is one first person, the Nath Muni, the first organizer, so to say. Before that also devotees were there, Vaishnava devotees, Alvars were there, they were singing the name of the Lord, and but they were individuals. Now Nath Muni organized the Vaishnava devotees and consolidated. Yamunacharya was the grand disciple of Nath Muni, who has given better foundation, strong foundation for Sri Vaishnava cult. Now the first thing is over, because the forming of the Vaishnava community was the first, and the teaching of Divya Prabandham was the first promise he had given. Now the second promise was the Sri Bhashya. Now during the Sri Bhashya time, Badarayana Vedanta Sutras, Bodhayana Vritti was available only in the Kashmir. And so he went all the way with Kuresha. Kuresha had a very great memory. Once he reads, he will memorize. That was his memory power. He went with Kuresha. They were not giving. The Sarada Pitha of Kashmir, Sarada herself, the deity herself, appears before the Ramanuja and gives the Bodhayana Vritti to Ramanuja, and then they come to know all these stories are there. We do not have much time. So, there is a Kulottama or Chola king. He wanted to again finish off the Vaishnava cult and he challenged, let Ramanuja come to the court. This Kuresha came to know. Kuresha and Mahapurana went as Ramanuja and Ramanuja went to the Mysore state. And here that king came to know. He was a fanatic Shaivite king. He wanted that everybody should only pray to Shiva, not to Vishnu. So anyway, king got angry and he plucked his eyes, Kuresha's eyes, and then the Mahapurana he tortured. Mahapurana died there itself. The Ramanuja travelled on foot, reached Mysore. Then Ramanuja defeated the Jain scholars of the Mysore king got converted into the Vaishnava cult. Then they constructed the Melkote, Yadavadri. There is a temple. In Melkote he was staying. Then Melkote, when he was staying, all the people got attached to him. So they said that you must be here. So they made. Then Ramanuja told you make one statue. They made a statue. In that he put his prana. And still it is there. In 3 places it is there. Sri Perumbudur, then this Yadavadri, Melkote, Tirunarayanapuram, I think is name of the place, and the Sri Rangam. All the 3 places, the Jivanta Samadhi we say, like the statues, still the Ramanuja said, I will be living here in this statue. One of the same thing in Sri Perumbudur, these devotees of Sri Perumbudur, it is his birthplace. They created a statue, and one day the blood was flowing from the eyes of the Ramanuja when he was expounding the Divya Prabandham. And they said, what happened? No, there in Sri Perumbudur, somebody is opening the eyes of my statue, trying to open the eyes. So there also I am living. So this way there are different stories and in Sri Ramakrishna literature, in Amuda Mudigal, there is one conversation. Narendra Nath is asking Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna that what is Vishishta Advaita? Then Guru Maharaj says Vishishta Advaita is the philosophy expounded by Ramanuja. What is it, philosophy? It is not Advaita. Advaita means this Jagat is not there. It is just appearance. In Vishishta Advaita, this Jagat is also there, this Jiva is also there, and Brahman is also there. So it is like a very beautifully example given by Guru Maharaj, that a fruit, if you want to have the weight of a fruit, then if you remove the shell, if you remove the cover, and if you remove the seeds, only flesh if you weigh, then the weight of the fruit is not complete. If you want the complete weight of the fruit, then the jiva, the seeds, the cover, the shell and the flesh, all together you have to take as a fruit. You cannot remove shell and just take flesh. So that is the philosophy of Vishishta Advaita. As a harmony, as a step, from Dvaita to the Advaita, Vishishta Advaita is a very big step, which in our Hindu philosophy, most of the people, we knowingly, unknowingly follow Vishishta Advaita. We believe in God, we believe in ourselves, we believe in the world. That is how we consider that the whole thing is the Lord. In our existence, knowledge and bliss absolute. When we say Satchidananda Brahman, it is just word for us. When we are dreaming, when we are waking up, when we are deep sleep state, all the three states we are experiencing. Till the time we experience all these three states, we are in the Vishishta Dvaita level. Dvaita is, some people immediately they find that many are in the Dvaita level only. So, this Ramanujacharya philosophy, this Vishishta Dvaita philosophy, what is the last message of Bhagavan Sri Ramanujacharya for all of us is worship the devotees, worship the holy men as you worship your own Guru. Have faith in the words of the Guru and Acharyas of the past. Swami Vivekananda very beautifully says that my work is to develop and preach what the previous Acharyas have preached. He tells in one place, I have nothing to give more or new anything. Only what they have told, I have to consolidate and preach. That's what Swami Vivekananda says. Third thing Ramanujacharya says, never become slave to your senses. Fourth thing is, bear in mind that those who serve God's devotees attains God speedily. Do not get satisfied with worldly knowledge and please aspire for the spiritual wisdom. The humbleness is very much the in Ramanujacharya this thing philosophy, in the Vishishtadvaita philosophy, this humbleness is very, very important. The more you are humble, now we forget because of our ahankara, because of our ego, that whether we are following that, we show humbleness, that is not the real humbleness. The humbleness which is in the heart, that in every one of the person or jiva or every one of the thing, the Brahman is there. So I have to bow down to that Brahman. That humbleness is taught by the Ramanujacharya. Then we see our Name Ruchi Jive Daya and Vaishnava Seva was told by other Vaishnava saints. With these words, let us pray that Bhagavan Sri Ramanujacharya bless us with the pure devotion to the lotus feet of the Lord and the Lord alone. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sri Ramakrishna Panamastu. Thank you.